Hello. Hope everyone's having a good day. Not really sure what to say at the start. It's a bit awkward, so I'm just going to dive into it. So here we have Tenletters versus OuiOuiOui, and I'm going to be doing analysis on the games. It's just full screen. If I don't want the interface, there's just a regular full screen. Oh, there we go. Okay. So it's not this one. I want this one. Okay. Right. Oh wait, we missed the mulligan. Oops. Well, now it's even more awkward. I have more time to fill. Right. Yeah, started by rolling a 4 versus a 2. Very good play, Going first. This hand is an auto keep. Very powerful hand. So worst card in your hand here is the Doga and the Leviathan. So it's a very clear ditch Doga and Lev. Play the Sarah. Ability search for the Princess Sarah, and then that's going to come down next turn and call Earth. It's all very easy at the moment. It's the fun part, we get to see what we are against. I mean, it doesn't matter what deck you're playing against, this play never changes. The only thing that could potentially mess it up is if there's some kind of like 7 CP Sephiroth plus S effect. But I don't think you're meant to be playing around that. Discard Dragoon to play Scholar, so if I can see what kind of Dragoon was discarded, we'll know whether he's playing Dragoons or if he's playing Mono Lightning and he just happens to think Dragoon's a good card. Okay, so here, obviously the Princess Sarah comes down and calls Earth, there's no doubt about that, but this Sarah in hand will be discarded next turn to play Nicole, no matter what. So you might as well do it now. The only way that Dragoons can interrupt you getting the draw is if they like play the 7k thing where they reveal 4. If they play that here, that's not exactly very good for them. So I think the best thing to do here would have been to play the Nicole. Because, you know, threatens to get back in for damage and stuff. The point is, you're always discarding Sarah next turn to play Nicole, and then you're playing your Sarah Mobius. You're getting draw 2 cards. Well, maybe not Sarah Mobius actually. Probably Sophie. So yeah. So that's what I would have liked to have seen this turn, is the Nicole. But it doesn't matter that much overall because you're still gonna get your card from Nicole. It just means it can't attack. Discards Kane. Okay, it's definitely Dragoons. See, if I saw that Dragoon, I would have known immediately it's Dragoons, and I can say without a doubt that playing Nicole is correct. Barbaria for Aranea. Youch. You're not on damage 3, so you do not get the card. Kane. If he doesn't have a backup here, I think this is just a concede. Yeah, this should just be a concede. He's so far behind. So discard, play the Nicole. Tap 2. So here there's an argument for playing the Sophie over the Sarah Mobius. So the argument for playing the Sophie over the Sarah Mobius is as follows. Sarah Mobius is going to draw you 2 cards here. 2 cards makes you overdrawn unless if you draw a 2-drop play. The other thing is that the Sarah Mobius has a fight effect, and the only scary forward in that deck is a 5k. So, and you don't have many removal effects in this deck other than Hecaton Share. So I think there's a very strong argument for just playing the Sophie and only taking 1 card. only taking one card here. But he's going to take 2, so let's see what happens. Rewarded with the Ash. So here you are playing Ash for sure. So you play Ash for sure here. And then you can untap and cycle, which leaves you with Cuchulain CP open, and with Cuchulain you can stop the Aranea from being able to attack into Ash. The other thing you can do is go Ash, untap, and then ditch your whole hand and play the Sophie by playing the So you like ditch Chanteau plus Kuchu, play Ash, untap, and then just like plus 1,000 or something, doesn't matter. Then tap 1, discard the Sophie, and the last Chantoto to play Lena, and use Lena to bring back Sophie. The benefit of this line of play, not only do you have like 5 forwards, and Dragoons are basically dead to 5 forwards, is that it's kind of hard to play Lena because you have only 2 backups, so it's hard to squeeze the Lena in at any point in time during the game. But yeah. Personally, I think I like the Ash leave up the Cuchulain mana, but I don't hate the Lena play either. The only reason to not like the Lena play is that it leaves the Sophie vulnerable to being removed, but I think you are light years ahead right now, and it doesn't matter what you do from here. The only way that he could possibly lose if he goes all in and the guy has like 2 of the removed Dragoons removes, like, actually no, I don't think he'll ever have the cards. Wait, he goes up to 6 cards in hand, tap 1, discard to play the Dragoon, puts him down to 4. Okay, he can never even cast 2 removed Dragoons in the same turn, so yeah, I think the only possible way to lose, because he just got a Kuchu, he's going for the Lena play, the only way to possibly lose from here is if the guy manages to like back-to-back clear all your things and you draw fluff. Because once the Sophie and the Ash go, you don't actually have very much in play. You got some vanillas, and Dragoons does win vanilla beats. So like you said, he went for the Sophie play, and I think it just doesn't. Personally, I think I preferred leaving the Kuchu mana and stuff. Not necessarily. Maybe the Kuchu was bad. Maybe it's just better. It's just impossible to lose this way. It's also impossible to lose with the Kuchu play. Just giga far ahead. But the downside to the Kuchu play is that you float CP, and if he does have 2 removed Dragoons, he can remove back-to-back turns because you're spacing the threats out. So this is better against 2 of the removed Dragoons. But yeah, just 8,000. Yeah, there's a removed Dragoon, so Sophie's gone. And he shows 2 Aranea, Freya, and another removed Dragoon. You can't lose this game. You're good. There's no Alice, no backups, no nothing. So Rydia fetch another Cuchulain? Maybe good? There's still an element Rydia. I don't think you need to hold on to Nicole. But then do you need to hold on to Miss Dragon? Just so far ahead it doesn't matter. Oh, you can take Fenrir, take Fenrir. Okay, so you're supposed to take... this is better this turn, but the only conceivable way you lose this game is like Alice. Actually no, you probably don't even lose to Alice. No. So I'm a bit all over the place, because basically he's so far ahead, it's like near impossible to lose. you're just thinking of random one or two there's like one or two cards or lines of play. It's even possible to lose. But a plus 1000 as expected to cast the Hecaton. Sure. Yep. Attack. Yeah, you want to threaten his life turtle. Okay, yeah, this game is donezo. To be honest, the game was done when the poor guy played Aranea. He's playing out some dudes, attacking. Yeah, guy's just dead. Yeah, it's just dead. Okay. So, to recap, this turn Nicole should be played. Nicole should be played because against Dragoons there's absolutely no way he removes the Nicole. You can push a damage with Nicole. And then this turn, see, the thing is, this turn, like I said, I would have started with the Sophie, and I think that it's the Sophie over the Ceramobius to keep Ceramobius as a removal card. But you're so far ahead the moment that he played the Aranea and you have this combo to draw to. Like it just doesn't matter what you do from here. Okay. So it's a wrap onto game 2. Oh yeah, also the Nicole thing doesn't actually matter too much because you're not like damage racing, so the damage isn't too relevant, but it's just nice to make little optimizations like that when you know the deck has no punish. So this is a mole in my eyes because you do not have access to the second element, but I do not know what the deck has in it, so next time I do this I'm gonna ask for a deck list so I can make it more informed. Thingamabobs. Oh, quick note, so, because his opponent kept, there's more of an argument for keeping, because keeping generally implies that his hand is going to be at least 2 backups, and in the face of 2 backups, then you probably want to be keeping a hand with 2 backups of your own, so you can at least match them. If he mulled, I think it would have been correct to mull, and look for a better hand. So he just got Kane. Scholar. Okay, he's got Alice. It's a good start for him. Alice misses, that's a bad continuation. Okay. 1 sec. Alright, so here he drew into King of he drew into King of Concordia, which makes me look very silly because now he has the nut hand. So you don't play Minfilia here, but you definitely play that, and then you play Kolka. And, ooh. Okay, so, quick note here. His opponent discarded Scholar, and he didn't play a 2-drop backup, so he probably doesn't have any 2-drop backups in hand. So his hand is likely 3-drop backup and some kind of value play, like Freya or Kane or the removal Dragoon or something like that. Like his hand is most likely 3-drop backup plus some kind of forward he's going to utilize this turn or the following turn. Or it's like double Dragoon or something. So it is safe to put out the Shadow Lord here, because the odds of him having a 2-drop backup in hand are astronomically low. Because think about it, why would you discard this 2-drop backup? If you have another 2-drop backup in hand, why would you discard this 2-drop backup? So I think he was safe to play Shadow Lord here. in which case he's supposed to go search something like Sophie here, and discard the Sophie to play Shadow Lord. Like he would discard Toto and Ash, search Sophie or Doga because he's terrible, but I think Sophie is the right one to put it in the break zone for Minfilia / Lena later, and then play the Shadow Lord. Or even put Sarah in the bin, because you know he's going to play forward. He's going to either play forward the forward that he kept this turn, or play the forward next turn. In which case you would have some kind of potential to... So yeah, he's going to go... So in my eyes, I'm thinking he's going to go 3-drop back up, and then next turn he's going to play like 2 forwards. So if you search the not the Sophie, Princess thingamabob here, and pitch that to play Shadow Lord, the next turn you play Minfilia and take it back, and you're ready with a forward in play to remove whatever forward he plays. And stay ahead. So here I think he's... I'm not sure exactly what you take here, but it's probably... I mean, it's Sophie or Sarah, but both are fine, I think. Because they're probably CP. In fact, no, the Minfilia... Yeah, no, that's even sicker, because next turn you play Minfilia, and you take back Ash plus the Princess Sarah, okay? And you have Shadow Lord already in play. Then the following turn, you play Ash, get the extra untap, and then you play the Princess Sarah and remove whatever he has. Yes, so I didn't pay attention to what Dragoon got added with the Alice, but he did have 3-drop backup in hand. So yeah, Shadow Lord would have been safe, as far as I can tell. You're supposed to take the Freya here, right? As the Dragoon deck. What's your win condition? Taking a long time to add Freya. Oh no, he takes this, okay. Must already have Freya in hand. Oh, so that's what he had. He had King of Bermisia. He has King of Bermisia and Freya were his last 2 cards. So his hand is King of Burmy plus Freya. So here it's a simple Minfilia losing the Doga and... Well, you lose Doga and it doesn't matter what the other card you lose is because you added back. You're taking back Shanto and the other card here. He's taking back that. And Ash? Yeah, take the Ash, take the Ash, take the Ash. 100% have to take Ash because your next turn you'll play is Ash, get the untap, and then Ceremonious to fight. Unless if he plays like 7 Dragoons or something, then you play Shantoto. You see, I would have had the Shadow Lord in play and I'd be going to town on this guy. I wouldn't have Shantoto in hand, and I wouldn't have Sophie, but I'd have Ash and Ceremonious. Just be good to go. This game's looking a little bit sketchy because the Alice is threatening to get a little bit crazy. I don't think he's on his Alice reveal yet. I don't see it in the chat log. Any second now. Did I pause it? No, I didn't pause it. Okay, he attacks. Did he? I don't think he did his Alice reveal. No, he didn't do his Alice reveal that time. Oh well. Ooh, this is a little bit awkward now. Because you drew the Princess Sarah here, you kind of are... You're inclined to put Princess Sarah in play when you can because it's Princess Sarah. So, if you put Princess Sarah in play, I think you just play Sophie. See, you really need to kill that... I mean, I guess the Freya isn't going to kill you this turn, but Freya is going to kill you eventually. I think you stick to it. I think you tap 2, discard the Kusith, play Ash, and then play the Sophie. You can even draw one, discard one, and get rid of the Sarah, if needed. But you can also just play Ash here. It's kind of hard, but I think Princess Sarah and discard Kusith for Ash is the correct line here. I think it's the correct line. I'm not sure. It's very, very close between that. Okay, so if you play the Ash here instead of... If you play the Sarah and the Ash here, then you have only one forward in play to his one, so Shantoto stays being a viable card. But if you play Ash and the Sarah Mobius to clear his unit, the Shantoto isn't a viable card anymore. Your other option is to go like Princess Sarah plus Sophie, but I think that's nonsense because the Sophie doesn't do anything. So I think it's Ash discarding Kusith and then you play the Sarah Mobius. I think that's what the line should be, because you clear and you develop 2, but I don't think it matters right now what he does, because the game is decided on whether Alice is gonna, well, if his opponent's gonna use the Alice procs, and whether Alice hits or not. So let's see what he does. Okay, he's playing the Princess Sarah. Okay, okay. I don't hate this. I don't hate this. Then you play the Ash. He's going for the draw. Okay, okay, okay. I don't like it. I'll check. Not much else to say, to be honest. I will do more, and if people have videos they want me to analyze, or they have difficult players, they're not in a particular game, they're not sure, or other League of Light games, just send them.